Hello, welcome to Coull Discussions. That's Barry and Chris. Today,
Good morning.
yes, good morning. Today we're going to talk about rape. Once again, rape's in the news. It's in the news quite regularly, actually, but this time it's
Almost front page news. Almost.
almost front page news. There was a high-profile rape in California at the University of Stanford. Some off-campus woman. She wasn't part of campus. She wasn't a student. She went to a party, left the party. She was drunk. She apparently decided to make herself comfortable behind a garbage dumpster. A star student, a athlete, a swimmer who had Olympic potential, came up, saw her, just like, and took advantage of her. She was saved by two passerbys, two good Samaritans. They saw what was going on. They chased him off. One caught him, tackled him to the ground, and waited for police or campus security to show up. Now, the trial and everything is over and done with. The guy got 6 months in jail for this.
First off, what makes this a high profile case? What makes it so high profile? Is it just because of the sentence?
Okay,
because I didn't hear about it until afterwards.
no, I didn't hear about it until afterwards either, and I don't think a lot of people heard about it until afterwards as well. But okay, the reactions of the people involved. But yes, 6 months for rape.
Now listen, it's like maximum sentence of 14 years for this crime that he committed, which he was caught red-handed doing.
Yep.
Caught in the act. Caught. Literally with his pants down on top of this woman.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's
no question that he
guilt
did this.
here.
No question, and the judge gave him 6 months in prison.
Yes, and
Which
he
could
was
be out in
already
3.
he was already in for a little bit, so he could be out by the end of August, which
But he did get 3 years probation.
yeah, and so that's part of the reason why it's becoming a big deal in news, is because that's a pretty light sentence. Now, what's going on here is this guy was a student at the Stanford University. He was heading towards becoming an Olympic athlete in swimming. And so this is the reason why they think this is a big deal, is because if he wasn't set to become an Olympic athlete, would he have gotten such a light sentence? Would he have gotten like 5 years? Because I think the prosecutor said they wanted 6 years.
Well, it doesn't matter what kind of sentence. He's been banned for life from U.S. swimming. So
he's been banned for life, and he's also been banned from the university, which he's got kicked out of the university.
But it still doesn't make it better.
No, but
that.
But that's the thing. Is like 6 months. Okay, his personal life aside, he got 6 months, which is not a very light sentence. It's literally a slap.
It's not even a sentence. You see people who do way less and get more time. Like people get thrown away in prison for life for growing marijuana plants. And it's like
So I totally get it. So the big deal is did he get a light sentence because he was a star athlete? Right. The question of rape culture again pops up into the news industry. In universities, rape culture has actually become a hot topic.
Let's tell our audience what that means.
Rape culture is when we, as a society, blame the victim instead of the attacker. We have more remorse for this guy who's had his whole life ahead of him. We have more remorse for him than the girl that he actually raped. The rest of rape culture is, and society backs it up. We don't go, oh, what about the victim? We go, oh, what about the guy who did it? We go, we gotta.
Who cares about the person who did it?
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? What about the victim? Let's re-victimize the person which they did. Having her relive this event, this horrific event, And then now let's victimize her more, knowing that this guy's going to get out, and who knows what's wrong with him in his brain because he thinks that it's right to just hop on top of a girl who's passed out on the street.
Yeah,
you know,
and like kudos for Stanford University. They have been trying to make their university a much better university. However, the general consensus is Stanford is one of the big posh universities, and they have a brand to enforce. So by sweeping a lot of sexual assault cases under the rug and just trying to ignore them, they're trying to protect their image as a university. Now, all companies do this. They have an image to maintain, they have an image to protect. So they go to great lengths to do this. Now, Stanford has not apologized to the woman about what's going on.
I don't think they should have to. I don't think Stanford should have to apologize because it's not their fault. It's not that. It's not their fault. It happened on their campus, okay? But should the city of Calgary have to apologize if somebody gets raped on the sidewalk?
No, good point.
What I mean? It's not really their fault. It's not.
It's one of those gray areas. They could at least,
they could make some sort of statement. Or
they make a statement.
I don't see a point in it. I don't think I don't think Stanford should even be part of this conversation.
Stanford should be because one, it does. Okay, it happens on a campus. Now, police aren't generally involved until after certain things happen. So it's almost like the campus is its own country, and their rules supersede.
Police themselves. Right?
Yeah, they police themselves, and their rules supersede those of the rules of the country that they're in. So there are a lot of examples throughout many universities throughout Canada and the U.S. of rape happening, and the university's just sweeping it underneath the rug. So they're
but
trying
this
to
is the
ignore
case in this situation.
No. In this situation, it was handled quite well, and I believe quite quickly.
If a university or a college or any place, any business, any places is found to have swept something rape or sexual assault or anything under a rug, that company should be criminally charged with.
But
there's a criminal
where
charge,
the
right?
rape culture comes in. The universities are known to do this.
So that's the one thing that's fucked up about society is how anybody could think this is right. How anybody in a university office administration can go, we can't let this get out because it'll tarnish our reputation. It just makes absolutely no sense. If you're sitting in a meeting, if I was sitting in a meeting and somebody said that, I would get up and I would backhand that person who said that and be like, "What, are you crazy? Are you nuts?"
And you are by far the minority when it comes to things like this.
Seriously,
people that are on university boards, they're thinking
they put brand recognition above personal.
They do because they have a reputation to behold.
It's ridiculous. If you think that, if you're watching this and you think that, you're an idiot, and I'm going to slap you through. There you go. That's what you deserve.
You deserve way worse.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care if you have a brand. Like, this woman was brutally raped, not just with objects and things. I don't even know. You know what I mean? And it's like, this woman is going to have to remember this for the rest of her life. Like, she put out a huge statement. I didn't read it all because I'm a slow reader, and it would take me 3 days to probably read it, but I read part of it, and she woke up in the hospital not knowing what happened.
Yeah.
And she only found out because of the procedures that they put her through, and then it was like...
Yeah, imagine waking up, not knowing where you are, and then somebody going, "I'm sorry, we have to stick this
we have to
cotton
swab your
vagina."
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and it's like, what? Ooh. Actually, for us, it would be cotton swab or sphincters, but I'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
Why do you have to do that?
I'm sorry, who? Why?
Yeah.
And no.
Why are you? No. Yeah. Exactly. And it just, like, it's just so, it's so unbelievable to even just fathom that stuff like that happens, that things get brushed under rugs and not told and not prosecuted and just dealt with behind closed doors.
That is one of the things that is going on in society right now. Now, there's been a lot more, because of social media, there's been a lot more open-airedness about everything. It's like whenever people are charged, they go through and they get a light sentence, or they found not guilty of these things. There's a big public outcry.
What happens? What's going to happen now? So we outcry and we go, boo, blah, blah, we're mad. We're talking about on our show. Everybody's talking about over the whole YouTube's. It's everywhere. What's going to happen? Is this judge going to lose his job?
There's a possibility of the job.
Highly doubt. Yeah,
no,
right.
But okay.
He'll lose his job. But here's a nice cushy severance package, maybe a pension. Okay, we have to do this for our own public image. That's what it'll be. It won't be, hey, get the hell out, you idiot. You get nothing. You're done.
Yeah, very true.
You can never practice law ever anywhere in the United States or anywhere. And it should be that. That's how it should be. You screwed up. You are an idiot. For what reason that you gave this guy only 6 months? We will not know, because the judge won't speak on it, because, well, there's confidentiality and blah, 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 blah. You know, this is where the system is broken. We're putting people who smoke marijuana in jail for life, and we're putting rapists in jail for 6 months. Supervised. Oh, he's supervised. He's walked around with a guard to be protected at all times. Makes no sense.
No, okay, this is where things are broken. Now, his father, the father of the rapist, he wrote an open letter to the judge, criticizing the judge for his harsh punishment of his son. These are some of the quotes of the letter. Brock's, the rapist, life has been deeply altered forever. He will never be the happy-go-lucky self with easygoing personality and welcoming smile.
Yeah, and you think this girl's going to be happy-go-lucky ever again? You think she's ever going to be able to have a normal relationship? How many thousands of dollars is she going to have to fucking pay for therapy now in her life to get over this?
Very true. It's even worse. The father goes on about how his son enjoys grilled ribeye steak, and how he'd have to hide the chips on him because he would eat them.
You may have to hide the guns on this woman because you may go friggin' nuts and try to kill herself. Like, come on, hiding chips to keeping a girl alive potentially. Like, she doesn't seem that way. She seems, to be. I don't know how she's doing.
But that's the thing.
Is speculate how she's doing.
But okay, no, and right there is a good point. This is rape culture. We talk more about the
rapist. Like, he's
more
pictures of
him everywhere.
Like, what?
Now, I get it. We don't.
We don't want
the woman probably doesn't want to be pictured. That's fine. But the focus should be on, okay, what is being done for her?
Where's the GoFundMe page for her therapy? Yeah. Where's the GoFundMe page for her?
The father set up a GoFundMe page for the kid's defense.
And it's just and how many thousands of dollars did that person get? Who knows? I didn't look because I didn't know.
I don't want to. Oh, that would piss me off. It gets better. So the 6 months jail term, is a steep price to pay for 20 minutes of action out of his 20 plus years of life. He is not. He goes on to say he is not a violent person. So now he was not a violent person on that night.
Oh my god! Now we know why this kid raped this girl, because his father has the mentality of that he's untouchable, his kid's untouchable. It's kind of this, I can do whatever I want and get away with it. Now we know that his
letter right there is rape culture in a nutshell. The fact that the father is defending his son.
I would never defend my kid ever. I'd be like,
if I had a boy and he raped a girl, I'd be like, as long as he did it, right? Of course, if he was guilty,
in this,
it'd be like,
you got to go to jail, dude. Like,
bye. I hope you don't. I hope you don't get what you've sown in prison. That would be the only thing. And then once he's done his prison term, I'd welcome him home. But I would have to say 6 months is not long enough.
Nowhere close.
I would actually go to the judge and go, I'm sorry, can you give him a longer sentence?
Yeah, I'd be like, are you crazy? I would have stood up in court and been like, are you nuts?
6 months for ruining a woman's life. So what? His life is ruined. Well, you know what? He shouldn't have raped her. And that's
I don't understand what goes through a person's mind to go, oh, there's somebody passed out. Let's rape them. Let's take advantage of them. Yeah, I don't understand how you could do that. I don't understand how, in your mind, like, do you not bring your children up as to respect people? If you see somebody passed out, my first thought is, are they alive? Especially behind a damn dumpster.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna go look and go
check.
Fuck, are you fucking
Are you alive?
911. Hey, I just found somebody laying behind a dumpster. Not, man, I'm gonna fuck this chick. What is wrong with you? If you think like that, what is wrong with you? What the hell is... What? You deserve a slap. Your parents deserve a slap.
And that's where social media is trying to change things. It's like we have to teach. The whole rape culture also revolves around men being dominant in culture. Men aren't told as little kids not to rape. Women are told as little girls how to avoid rape. Notice a slight disparity in there.
A little bit, yeah. I think we need to take an opportunity whenever like this comes up, something like this comes up. We need to take an opportunity to teach our kids, like, something we should be teaching them every day: respect, how to treat other human beings, compassion, empathy, stuff like that. Because if you have compassion and empathy, you're gonna go, this person's passed out, or you're gonna notice somebody a little bit intoxicated and go, your first thought is gonna be, I wonder if I should help this person. This person doesn't look like they're right. Maybe I should help this person. Not, maybe I'll take them to a room and do as I please with him. You know what I mean? Let's start teaching our kids, our young generation, even our older generation, to the effects of alcohol, responsible drinking. You know, we need to start teaching at a younger age. Like, I know that I was never taught about alcohol, drugs. It's not taught openly in school.
No, at least my example of alcohol with our father, was just like, is that a beer? And he's like, yes. It's like, can I have some? And he's like, yeah. I tasted it. And
that's gross.
Really, really gross. And I was like, no, I don't want to drink beer.
Yeah.
And he said, yes, it's an acquired taste. I'm like,
our parents were very open.
Ours were by comparison.
We're very open. They were like, if you want to drink, okay, go ahead and drink, but you're gonna drink at home, and we're gonna supervise you. And it's like, well, that makes it no fun.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to drink with my parents.
How am I being a rebel now?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so I supplied alcohol to my friends because our father bought me alcohol. It's like, I wanted a bottle.
But it wasn't taught in just a, hey, go have fun, way. It was like, hey, this is a dangerous thing. Like, it wasn't like, maybe because we were smart enough. I don't know. I think I'm pretty dumb, but maybe we just understood and we went, common sense, or we'll call it uncommon sense on this show because it's not that common. In my brain went, well, this alters my mind and how I think. Mm-hmm. Have I done stupid things while I've been drunk? Of course.
Of course. Everybody does.
Everybody does. But I haven't raped somebody.
I haven't thought about raping anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I have been at a party where a woman's been drunk and she's leaning on me and it's just like, okay, you're drunk.
Yeah.
Where's your bedroom?
Yeah, let's go put you to sleep.
There,
not, I'm gonna rape
plop
you.
her down, put the blanket on, look for a bucket, put it on the side of the bed, and
see, that's compassion and empathy right there. That's an example of it right there.
It was just like, she's drunk, and people are saying now, it's like, you can't give consent when you're drunk, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, how could you not have already known that? We're just teaching these to our children nowadays, and it's like, yeah, we get it. You know, you go to clubs, you get drunk, and the whole point is to pick up chicks, right? But most of the chicks that are there are trying to do the same thing, so it's kind of consent. But you still have to have that sense of when you're together.
No, then yeah, it's no. Don't keep fucking forcing yourself on this person. It just makes no sense that anybody who thinks that way is a problem. You know what I mean? And I think you need to teach people at a young age that, hey, this is not right. You know what I mean? Don't be shaming people for how they dress or what they do. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just
People-
asinine.
People are allowed to do stuff that they want to do, and it's not like most of them aren't against the law.
But I think you need to as well. This is going to sound like victim blaming, but I don't. Whatever. If you want to take it as a victim blaming, fine. I'm not blaming a victim. I think you just need to be aware and responsible of your surroundings, what image you're giving off. You know what I mean? Like if I walk into a bar and I've got fucking an Uzi, or I got like a Nazi tattoo, you know, I got a swastika. What image am I giving off? I hate black people. But what if I just like the swastika and I think it's a cool thing, and I'm like, well, I don't hate black people, I just like the swastika.
It's hard to define. I like the swastika because
that's like an extreme situation.
No,
but
yes.
if you walk in and your hat's like this, and your pants are down, and you're walking in like sweat. Well, what image are you giving off?
Gangster.
You're giving off like you're a little gangster, right? So if you for some reason, and it's completely wrong to think it, if a woman walks in with a low cut shirt, low skirt, for some reason, what image are you giving off? That I like
wants to be looked at.
Yeah, I want to get fucked. Right? It's completely wrong. Well, that's how some people take it.
No. Okay, yeah. That's how some people will take it. But we as men, we have to start thinking. It's like, no. If she wants to have sex with us, she'll let us know. Yeah. But right now, she's just advertising, stating that.
Hey, I like how I look. Yeah,
I look good.
Yeah.
So
that's as far as you need to take it.
Yeah, that's it. And if she wants to.
But unfortunately,
to cuddle with you, she will come up to you and let you know that she wants to cuddle.
But unfortunately, you need to be aware of like the image that you're presenting.
Oh,
because you know that you can't be naive in this world.
No, unfortunately,
there are people who are sickos and are gonna try to take advantage of you.
It happens quite regularly.
So, it's not victim blaming. It's not. Please stop saying that it's a victim blaming. Okay, you know what I mean. If you go out with a bunch of friends, you need to agree before you go out that you're going to take care of each other. If you notice somebody's a little bit...
Now, this goes for men and women.
Yeah, absolutely.
Men can be... now, this is by comparison a much smaller minority that men can be taken advantage of. We have no idea what kind of rape situations happen in gay culture, because I'm sure that it can probably happen just as well. So, if you're out with a bunch of guys, you have to understand it's like, just like women mentality, that you're in a pack, you're together, and if a guy wants to go off by himself, make sure he knows that it's going to be okay. Same with women. Women have been doing this for years, and it's great, but women shouldn't have to do this. They should be able to walk into a bar alone and not be harassed to death.
Absolutely, but unfortunately, men have this mentality, and let's face it, it's mostly men who have this mentality that women want to be catcalled and women want to be gawked at, and it's like, some women do. Some women want to be whistled at. Most women don't. Most women want to have a conversation regardless of the clothes they're wearing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, like, I just think it is a good... When something like this comes up, it's a good time to just just have an open conversation with people about it, and talk about drinking, talk about consent, talk about sex, talk about the image you're portraying in life yourself.
Mm-hmm. And despite what we want to think, men, describing rape in any other way, for example, hate fucking, it's still rape. Right? It's
in no way am I like sticking up for any rapists. Nothing like that.
Personally, I think we're of the opinion is if somebody raped somebody, they should be castrated.
Yeah, they should have their balls cut off.
Castration is a penis.
Well, just cut it all off.
Okay.
Just cut the whole damn thing off.
And we're not talking chemical castration either. We're talking pair snips.
That's right. The hard way. Cut it right off. And that's it. I don't got anything else to say about this. Seeing this guy's face on the goddamn internet makes me want to punch something. And then when I see this judge dude, I want to punch him.
Yeah.
And everybody.
And then the father, just the balls on him to write such a outrageous letter. Yeah. Just, this is what's wrong with society, and unfortunately, we are the ones who have to change it.
Guess what's wrong with society? We're what's wrong with society. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, winner.
Chicken dinner.
Guys, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe while you're here on the YouTubes. Go over to our Facebook page. Tell us what you think about this whole situation. And
drop a tweet. Tell us what you think as well. There are plenty of stories out there. So, yeah, everybody's been affected in some way.
Don't be scared if you think you've been assaulted in any way. Tell somebody. Go to the police.
Because the only way men are going to learn is if they get in trouble.
Men will never learn, I don't think, but we need to stop making it a shameful thing to admit that that's what it is. It's
correct.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Watching.
Peace.